How's it going, guys? Michael here, and welcome back to Chris&Mike's Tech Juice. And today we're going to be giving you guys some tips to save some data on your Android device so that you don't get those very rough data bills at the end of the month. So let's get into that. Okay guys, so the first setting I'm going to show you is the actual device's operating system updates. And for that you're going to go into the settings. You're going to look for About Device. Now About Device is usually at the bottom. On some devices you've got the different tabs, and it's usually under the General tab at the bottom. So once you go into that, you will see your update settings. You can swipe there, download updates automatically off, which will then save you data. Your operating system updates can get up to 600 megs, so it is quite a hefty update, and it is something you don't want to do automatically unless you know that you are on an uncapped Wi-Fi or you have some data to spare on your mobile network. So once we're done with that, the next setting I want to show you is your auto update of your actual apps. And for that, you'll go into your Google Play Store. You will go into the settings of your Google Play Store, and then your first setting is your auto update apps. You're going to select that, and it will offer you three options: the do not auto update apps at any time, and the auto updates over Wi-Fi. Now, the auto updates at any time means that it can use your actual mobile data, which is something you don't want to do. Now, if you're on a capped Wi-Fi, such as a capped ADSL package, you can then just disable it completely and say do not auto update apps, and only manually go and manually update the apps within your actual Google Play Store. So it's also something to keep in mind, because once you've had a phone for a year, you have tons of apps installed and they're all auto updating. It can get quite out of hand. Another thing to take a look at your apps and keep an eye on them is if you go into your settings and you look for the data usage setting on your device. On my phone with the Android 6.0 Marshmallow, the data usage is right at the top. Other phones, you might have to go either into your mobile hotspot and tethering or into mobile networks. So once you go into there, you can then see your data usage for the month. With that, you can also set a limiter on that, where you can have a bar that's going to warn you as soon as you have reached a certain amount of data, and another bar where you can use it to set a limit. So once you cross that limit, the actual device will disable your mobile data and an error will come stating that you must accept that you've reached your limit and you want to re-enable mobile data and all that. So it's definitely a good thing to use if you're on a open package and you don't want to overdo your usage and have a very bad monthly data bill. If you go below that, you can actually see what apps are using the most data. And another setting which is quite useful is if you see an app is using a lot of data but you don't actually go into it that much, you can select that app, and there's a setting called Restrict Background Data, and what that does is it stops the device from using any data unless you're physically open in the application itself, which is quite useful for apps that decide to just download whatever it wants in the background. A lot of apps like Facebook for your notifications use that, so it's definitely a good thing for all those data hungry apps to restrict that background data. One other thing I want to warn you guys about is there's a lot of people that think, okay, but Michael, most of the phone's settings are on auto update over Wi-Fi only by default. Which is true in most cases, yes, but in some of those cases, a lot of people have gone the route of getting the mobile Wi-Fi hotspot devices from Vodacom or Cell C or wherever your service provider is, where you get the little Wi-Fi device that you use your phone to connect to via Wi-Fi, and that device is loaded with, say, 5 gigs or 10 gigs a month. But as soon as you connect to that, your phone then sees itself as if it's on a Wi-Fi network, and all those auto updates will kick in automatically. So it's something to keep in mind if you're using one of those devices. Make sure that you've got those settings turned off, because even though you've got a little mobile data device with you, your phone is going to think it's now on a Wi-Fi network and it's just going to download updates like mad. So just make sure of that, keep all that in mind, and we hope that all of these settings will help you guys save data in the future. We want to thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please leave a question in the comment box below. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, a thumbs down if you disliked it, and please guys share this video, and if you want to keep updates to our future videos, click the subscribe button below, and then we will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.